Complete beginner in Power BI and you're not sure how dashboards are actually created, then this video will help you understand the basic workflow step by step. So, firstly, we have to get the data, and it can be of any form like Excel, text, and all. So, here I'm using my CSV as my file is CSV. Instead of using random data, I'm using YouTube data, so it's easier to understand. So, in this data set, we actually have two different tables. First is comments and next is video stats. Let's just import this, and it Power BI connects that data. Then afterwards you have to load the data by clicking here the load option. So after you load that data, you will get the data here in the data pane section. Yes, it's loading now. So yes, you will get in the data pane section. You'll get to know that once it is loaded. So yeah, here you can see the comments table. Now let's load the other one also, video stats. Here I'm importing this data also. Similarly, this will also, or this table will also, you can see in the data pane section. See, as you can see here. So we have two tables, that is comments, and then next is the video statics table. So here if you can see, the both tables share the same column, that is video id. So we connect them using a relationship in model view. So in the left section, if you can see, this is a report view, table view, where you can see your table, and next is your model view where we're gonna create the relationship between these columns. So I'm just dragging it like this, to the right side, and here you can see the table's name, and here I'm selecting one to many, and we have to have a single line. See, look at here, we are getting a message that we have duplicate values, so we can't go to the next step. So what we have to do is go to the transform data. So we have this column. So the first column is something index column, so I'll remove this. This is no use in our dashboard, so I'll just remove this. Just click remove. And next here we have this video id. Click right click, and then you can see remove duplicates option. Click on it, the duplicates gonna remove from this column. So similarly you have to do for the other table also. Video stats also, you can see the video id here, and just remove duplicates for this also. And next you have to do close and apply. Now you're back again to the model view, and here I'll choose one to many. This is single line. Then next, like save it. See, here the relationship has been created like now this. Let's go to the report view where we can create KPI cards. KPI is nothing but the important cards. And next, the whole charts dashboard we're going to create on report views. First I'll take a KPI one card. In this I'll take a value that is total views. So I got yeah, 22 billion, that is total views. So if you want to rename this visual name, right click on this. Next is rename the visual name, and I'm keeping it as total views. Enter. Then here if you can see, it has named as total views. Now if you want to play around that colors and all, you can go to this section. There's a paint format section, you can just play around it. Like I'm choosing this blue color for this, and you can just play around all of these things. So if you want to apply the background, just on it, and you can choose any of the colors that you want. I have choose here the black color. So let me just drag this and keep it this here. So let's choose the other KPI card here. So let me take the another KPI card here. Okay, I have took the KPI card, and now I'll be dragging the sum of likes to the. So here similarly, so here I'm changing the visual name, that is right click on this and rename for this visual. So I'm taking it as the total likes. Now if you can just play around with this visual thing, like changing your fonts and all size, and if you want to change color, you can do all of these things in this. And if you want to apply background, just click on, and just I'm using the black color, the same as the first one. So let me just drag this and keep it in the same line as the first one. So after this, I'll be taking a new KPI card for the comments likes. So let's just drag the likes from the comments table, and you'll get the number here. And after that, you can just play around the text and all. Go to the call out tab, select the likes, and you can just change your font style and all the colors, whatever you want. And similarly for the label also, you can just change. So in this way you can change the font styles and the color, the font color you wanted to be applied there. Let me take the next KPI card here and let me drag the video ID here, and like this you have to drag and right click on this, on video ID. You can see, not here, actually here you want to right click and select the count, you can see here, so that it shows the count, because this is the messy one, you can't understand this. So for that I'll be using count, and yeah, see, now you'll be getting the correct format of a number. Similarly, changing the visual name here, and the next one I'm choosing the next chart as a bar chart here. For this, so bar chart is mostly used to compare the categories, like which keyword has more views. So in this way we are taking this bar chart. So I'll be dragging the fields here, you can see, in the y axis, and the x axis I'm taking the so mostly in the x axis you have to take the value. Taking views here, I'll be dragging it to the x axis, so you can just see how the numbers are being here. And similarly you can just play around this text, font styles, and the background of the title and all. So let's go to the next chart. So this is the line chart, so we use mostly when trend over time, like when we use the want to know sales over time, so we're gonna use this line chart. So here you can see that. So next chart I'll be taking as a scatter chart. So mostly this is used to compare the two numerical variables. So for this I'll be using the views versus likes. So actually with this things it really looks messy. So I'm using a keyword and I'll be dragging it to the legend. Now you can see different colors, and that colors represent the values and all. So next, let me take a table one. This shows the detailed data. So actually, table helps users see exact values, not just trends. So here I'm taking this title. So you're gonna click the columns, whatever you want to display in the table. So here I'm choosing the title, views, and likes columns. The title column helps us identify which video it is, and the views, likes, and columns help us understand how the video has performed. As you can see, this dataset contains many rows, so if we display everything, it can look a bit messy and difficult to analyze. That's why I'm applying a filter here. I'm using the top end filter option. This option helps us display on the top values instead of showing all the rows in the dataset. So here I'm entering 10 in the top end field. By doing this, the table will show up the top 10 rows, which makes the data much easier to view. The top end filter, we also need to specify based on which value the filtering should happen. Since we want to see the top videos based on views, I'm dragging the views field in the value now section. Display only the top 10 videos with the highest views in the table. Just scroll up and down to look it out. So let me take the another chart, that is donut chart. This mostly is used for the representing percentage or distribution. Like in this I'll be taking the keyword, like which keyword contributes most views. So in legend I'll be taking keyword, and in values I'm taking views. So here you can see the distribution it shows here. Similarly you can play around the things like getting into this section where you can change font style or colors and all, and here we also have the background color, so we can just click and change all of this. So here I'm adding the slicer. So once the slicer is placed on the report, and it helps us to interact with the dashboard actually. And whenever if I select any of the particular option, you can see the visuals are updating accordingly. So the mostly slicer is basically used as a filter, so it helps us to interact with the dashboard. Okay. So in the slicer settings, we also have different layout options such as vertical, horizontal, and tile. So the vertical option displays the slicer values in a vertical list. Horizontal option shows the slicer values in horizontal format. Tile option displays the values like buttons, and actually it makes the slicer look more interactive and user friendly. So depending on the dashboard design, available space, we can choose a layout that fits best for our report. Now I'll add a text box to the report. In the text box, I'm typing YouTube analysis. This helps you immediately understand what this dashboard is about. Adding a clear title is important because it tells us what kind of analysis or report we are looking at. After typing the title, I'll drag the text box to the top of the dashboard so it looks more organized and clean. Placing the title at the top makes the dashboard easier to understand and gives it a more professional layout. So I hope in this video you got a basic idea of how Power BI works and how we can create a simple dashboard using different data sets. In the coming videos, we will create more dashboards like this and exploring more Power BI features step by step. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you follow the channel for more such tutorials.